If you notice that the horizon on your videos is crooked, or when you turn on the Airdog, the gimbal starts slowly drifting, it means that your gimbal needs calibration. Starting from firmware version 2.9, the calibration for the gimbal is launched through the air leash itself. So I'm going to show you how to do it. Firstly, you will need to calibrate the gimbal gyro. To do that, you start Airdog and air leash, attach the GoPro camera, wait until it stops, turns off the gimbal, then press the menu button, scroll through settings, calibration, gimbal calib, scroll to the right until you see gyro. So for the gyro calibration for the gimbal, you don't have to do anything. Just leave the drone on the table, make sure that the gimbal doesn't move. Press OK. There's a countdown timer of 5 seconds. And when you hear this sound, it means that the gimbal is calibrating. Alright, gimbal gyro calibration is complete. Now we'll have to do the gimbal axles calibration. So again, press the menu button, scroll to settings, calibration, gimbal calib, and find axle. For the axle calibration, you will need to position the camera in 6 different positions, and the air leash describes how to do it. So let's just read the text and walk through it. So make sure Airdog is on a level surface, position gimbal so that the camera is looking forward. So this means it's looking forward. Hold gimbal steady and press OK. So I'm gonna press OK. Make sure that it's level and hold it. And when you hear this sound, do not move. It means it's calibrating. Okay, so now position gimbal so that the camera is looking down. So it's like this. Hold steady and press OK. Again, I'm gonna hold it with both hands and wait for the beeps. Okay, this side's done. Position gimbal so that the camera is looking up. So it's not possible to tilt the camera so it's looking straight up, so you will have to tilt the drone up. So just use one hand for the drone, press OK on the leash, and then position the camera, hold it steady. Alright. For the next, we're gonna place Airdog. So I'm gonna flip it around. So this is the left side, this is the right side, and it says place Airdog on the side with left arms resting on the surface. So left arms are resting on the surface, and the camera is looking straight. Position gimbal so that the camera side button is pointing up. So GoPro has a side button. So in this position, we have to make sure it's looking up. The side button is looking up, but the camera is looking straight. Press OK. You can hold it with both hands. Again, just wait for the tones. Okay, that one's done. Let's keep on reading. Flip Airdog on the other side with right arms resting on the surface. So it's the other way around. And position gimbal so that the camera side button is pointing down. So the side button is pointing down, but the camera is looking straight. Press OK, hold the gimbal with both arms, or the drone. Hold it steady. So lastly, we will have to place Airdog belly up on the surface. Position the gimbal so that the camera is looking forward. So the drone is on the back, belly up. I'm gonna position the camera as looking straight. Press OK, hold steady. Great, so gimbal calibration is complete. And to make sure that you did a good job, you just use the press the tail button once, the gimbal will power on, and then just wait and look if it is looking straight ahead. It's not drifting to either side. So if it's looking straight, that means your gimbal is calibrated and you're good to go.